right, here we go. We got ourselves another fresh series coming at you, spawning down in the bottom right. It is NightMare. In the red. And his opponent spawning up the top left for the Shopify Rebellion. It's ByuN. In the blue. ByuN, of course, micro man. We just saw him get an ungodly number of kills with Reapers. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Really put the hurt on his opponent in the previous series. If you want to check that out, well, you'll have to go looking for ByuN vs. Dark videos on YouTube. On my YouTube. We're going to be seeing a double gas opener coming in from ByuN. Not a big surprise. Obviously, this does go in a lot of different directions, and there's a lot you can do with it. Oh. A little bit of zappy zap action. It is going to be Gate Cybernetics Core Nexus. NightMare playing more on the safer side. No greedy play from him. No greedy boy here. SC2 music kind of slaps, doesn't it? Pretty darn good. Ooh, Reaper is going to come across the map. Will find this probe, and how many extra probes does he get? Oh, nice micro on that one, but I think it could get hunted down. Nope, looks like the Adept gets back in position enough. Oh, ByuN wants it, and he gets it. Adept getting absolutely, completely, and unequivocally juked. How did that even just happen? Oh, ByuN, can he get that one probe? No. And the Adepts finally get the corner. Sheesh. Oh, and it's a cancel on the Stargate. Going to be a Twilight Council behind this. Cute move from NightMare. Is it a good one? I'm not sure. It slows down your tech a lot. But it is cool for sure. Oh, look at this. Would a mine gonna find an Adept? He will lose the mine. That is going to happen. But he trades mine for Adept. It's cost efficient. 25 minerals ahead for ByuN. I mean, if you continued that over the course of the entire game, just trading 20% better or 25% better, I don't know, whatever it is. Depends on how you look at fractions, I think. Either way, it's a nice start for ByuN. Nice little trade. We do have the Cyclone 4 Marine drop coming across the map. And this is a really cool play just in terms of what it can cause your opponent to do. Your opponent can misread, obviously. Ooh, nice hot pick of micro from ByuN right there. Able to snipe down one of these Adepts. There's no shield battery at the front. And it has to be canceled, the one that was being built. This is actually looking pretty rough right now for NightMare. NightMare's not just going to lose right here, is he? He's going to have these two gateways getting depowered. Robotics facility as well. There's only one gateway on the field. Second Cyclone shows up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, my God. The Cyclone's spinning around the Nexus. Look at the warp. Oh, my God. That micro is insane. This game's over. This game is over. ByuN actually just crushed him with pure micro. And we'll go up 1-0 in the series. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning down in the bottom right, it is NightMare in the red. And his opponent spawning up the top left with some absolute flex micro. Straight up just stunted on him. It is the Shopify Rebellion's ByuN. That was so clean. It started with the Marine micro, saving the Marine that was being targeted. And then the Cyclones getting just picked up so cleanly. And behind it, the whole thing, ByuN was macroing and rallying. Just absolutely ridiculous stuff coming out of ByuN. Even the first Reaper, getting a bunch of damage done. NightMare tried to bamboozle ByuN with the tech swap, but it meant that his tech was delayed quite a bit because the Reaper did not get cleaned up quickly. And NightMare just kind of got run over by that initial push. If there was a shield battery at the front, no way is that 4 Marine Cyclone medevac push. I don't think it does anything. Oh, depot lift? Oh, no depot lift. That's okay. The probe had regenerated enough HP or enough shields to make sure it wasn't actually going to take any real damage. It was fine. But yeah, ByuN just really putting in work. Going to be opening up Reaper again, with the first one being as successful as it was in game number 1. Why not? Oh. Cute usage of the Reef right here. ByuN, I don't think he would have seen that position anyways, but that's a nice little play from NightMare. I like that. NightMare just looking for the low ground CC timing off of the double gas, and, well, it's not coming up, so he can probably assume that it's high ground CC, and he knows it for a fact now. Oh, good job from NightMare. Saves the probe at the natural. Ooh, he should be able to get the kill. No, my God, the Reaper somehow. That, oh, the Adept went to wind up and wasn't able to do it. And now the Reaper gets away. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. ByuN's Reapers. Oh. So well done. But that has to be the most frustrating thing I think I've ever seen. That was... Oh, man. Whenever a unit winds up to attack and something gets out of range, it just feels so bad. Specifically, Reapers have survivability that is just crazy. And now ByuN gets the scout, sees that it's Stargate and Phoenix. This is fantastic for ByuN. There's no way he can get damage with this, right? No way. No way. Oh my God, he gets a probe. ByuN, I mean, you just got to tip your cap at this point. He's just bullying. He's bullying, he's flexing. He's T-posing, he's doing all the things. Okay, I was gonna say, this is a little bit strange to, oh. Uh-oh. Okay, no, those are Adepts. That's fine. I thought that was 2 Phoenixes for a second. Well, NightMare moves up the ramp. Oh, looks like he spotted the Widow Mines' silhouettes. It is actually kind of tricky to see them on the ramp. Honestly, even with the Stargate being scouted, it's not the biggest of deals. It's very good for ByuN, but it doesn't mean that NightMare is for some reason dead in this game. Not by any stretch. We're going to see NightMare going for Phoenix Charge Lot, it looks like. Twilight Council coming in behind us. Not something we see often. ByuN gonna siege up the Liberator on the top side, but it's gonna get caught trying to cross the map. Well, that is a very nice pickoff. Now, it doesn't mean the Phoenixes are out of position, but they will get back in position, and this means that it's not going to be like, 7 dead probes in the background during all this. But this base at the third is going to have to be canceled. And that is not so good for NightMare. Now, NightMare did commit to a bunch of Adepts. Able to get the lift on the Widow Mines. Pretty nice. He needs these Adepts to find some value. Either A, cleaning up the army, or B, getting across the map and getting counter damage. And he is going to try and intercept the army on the retreat. I don't think this is going to go so well for NightMare. He gets one Cyclone. He snipes the Medivacs with the Phoenix. It could have been worse. That actually went better for NightMare than I expected. Thank you for the raid, ByuN. Hope you're having a good one. Quite a few Marines going to get picked off on the other side. The Phoenix tax, as my pal Sal likes to call it. Where are the Widow Mines? Nope, they were picked up and killed. Right, he didn't build more. Yeah, they were killed with the push. Okay, this is, that's some great damage from NightMare. All of a sudden, NightMare had a fair amount of supply. Up 4 workers, has rebuilt this Nexus, of course. And he's got charge done. ByuN did go for a fast 3rd CC with this, but there's no orbital on it yet. Just now starts that up. If it wasn't for the wall, these charge lots could potentially just actually run ByuN over, like right this minute. How many Zealots are there? 10 Zealots? Yeah, with the Marines split up. Now, if they're all together, even without stim and combat shields, I mean, it would depend on the engagement a little bit. If ByuN tries to move out, ooh, NightMare could potentially get some... No. With Medivacs here, this should be fine. I think NightMare should back away. I think trying to get anything done right now with these charge lots is wishful thinking. But he might go for it nonetheless. And he does actually draw part of the army away. Okay, this might give him an opportunity. ByuN is going to lose a lot of HP on this command center. It's already dropped to sub 700 HP. NightMare, is he going to try and do something with this? He's got a Warp Prism. If he warps in a bunch of charge lots in the main base, this will get very difficult to deal with for ByuN. There is Colossus tech started up behind this as well. ByuN only barely seeing the warp in. A couple of Adepts actually shade into the natural. And Zealots running in at the 3rd base, but it is the Zealots in the main that are going to be the stars of the show. Marauders getting lifted. Nice pickoffs for the Phoenixes. ByuN will eventually clean up the Zealots in the main base. And he's going to push up back the army on the other side at the 3rd. This was about as well defended as ByuN could have handled it. But a really nice attack from NightMare. It still gets good value and puts NightMare in a very strong position in this game. He's got a 4th Nexus on the way. He's got his 2nd Colossus started up. Blink completed. NightMare continuing to find SCVs with these Phoenixes. This is a fantastic game from NightMare. He's playing so well. After that game number 1, I was a little bit worried that this might have been a one-sided series, but no way, no how. This is, if anything, looking like a bit of a flex from NightMare in game number 2. Oh, as I say that, he inexplicably goes back in for... I mean, I guess he gets the SCV, but... Oh, no. Oh, my God. NightMare, no. Well, just talking about how things are going well for NightMare. Still, there's no answer to Colossus right now. 2 Colossus with extended thermal lance. 4th Nexus is also going to complete in a moment. ByuN is in some big trub right here. We will see the Marauders tanking for the tanking for the Marines, but the Colossus move past them, targeting the Marines directly. And that is going to be a game number 2 victory for NightMare. Decisive as all hell, gets the job done, and evens the series at 1 apiece. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning down in the bottom right with a very clean Phoenix play. It is NightMare in the red. And his opponent spawning up the top left for the Shopify Rebellion. It's ByuN in the blue. And I feel like feel like he's going to want to try and get aggressive once again. Trying to be the one who's dictating the pace, because it feels like in the first 2 games, it's been the player that's been allowed to make plays that has really just kind of run their opponent over. And it was NightMare who made some pretty great plays in game number 2. And evens the series up. But there is still a lot of StarCraft left to play. Obviously, any one series right now. ByuN? I wonder if he's going to open up Reaper once again. Oh. Zippy Zap. ByuN is going to open up 1 Rax Expand for the first time in this series. NightMare trying to body block a command center that has been started on the high ground. Oh. That probe is going to go down for sure, right? In theory, he could recall it right this second, but he would almost certainly still lose it. He does spot the Marine. Yeah, no, he's going to go down. But at least he gets that information. ByuN will get the corner and the cutoff, but it's a good scout from NightMare. Obviously, could have been a lot worse. You know, loses the probe for nothing. That would have been very unfortunate. We don't expect that, but it's always a possibility. There'll be a Twilight Council this time from NightMare. And he knows for a fact that his opponent will not scout this with a Reaper. It would be up to a Hellion or, you know, maybe a Widowmine drop to figure that out, or potentially that Cyclone Marine drop once again. But I don't think we're going to see that out of ByuN. Going to see something different. Adept looking around. Looks like NightMare's suspicious of a potential maybe proxy starport. Maybe like a Hellion drop is what he's worried about. But that's not what we're going to be seeing. Still, it's, you know, when you got a little bit of map control, it's a good idea to look around and see, hey, is there anything missing? Is there anything here that shouldn't be here? NightMare, I've been saying it for quite a while right now, or quite a while now. I do consider him to have the best Blink Stalker micro, best pure Blink Stalker micro in all of South Korea. And he will be going for at least 3-gate Robo Blink. Is it going to be a 4th gate? Doesn't look like it at the moment. It will end up, in fact, being that 4 Marine Cyclone drop. There's a shield battery at the natural here for NightMare. Stalker's mostly in the main base. There is 1 in the natural. And more importantly, it is close to a shield battery and should be able to stay safe. NightMare with a good quick probe pull. Blink is going to complete momentarily. There's battery overcharge to make sure he does not lose this. Oh, ByuN's going to commit into the main base. He is not anticipating the super fast blink, and I think a blink forward will take care of this medevac. ByuN, how many probes can he get? Oh, there's that last shot on the medevac. Does clean it up. Okay, 4 probes. That's very palatable for NightMare. 4 probes for the entire drop? Yeah, you definitely take that. Now, what does ByuN have to establish map control? I mean, there is this Raven that is going to be a nuisance. And those are usually pretty much guaranteed to find at least a couple of workers. With the auto turret harass. But we should probably look at the fight, which is happening, which is a move forward into the natural. Looks like it was just a check if you've got nothing, and then blink back. couple of probes do get picked off. There is a warp prism crossing the map, and I think we're going to see NightMare potentially warp in like 3 more stalkers. No. Looks like actually, never mind. It's just going to be a 4-stalker hit squad. Maybe? Oh, wait, hang on. Did he just... Oh, my God. Did he just get the Raven? No. He did not. He did not. It took another route. He is hunting for it, though. Stalkers will find the timing of the 3rd command center. And he snipes the SCV, gets out. Ooh, this is a nice little find for NightMare here. And he's going to get the kill on that Raven. Okay. Not bad at all. Only loses 3 probes to it. Very nice. 1 probe going down for the scout. 4 to the original Cyclone Medevac Marine Harass, and then 3 to the Raven. Yeah, I like NightMare's position very much in this game, I think. ByuN, still in a totally fine position, though. Make no mistake. This is not bad for ByuN. I just think NightMare's in a pretty comfortable position. Stalkers are the natural. They are going to poke forward with the assistance of the Adept to provide high ground vision. That was cute. If ByuN was out of position, that would have been really nice. Oh, can he get to the land? Oh, my God. Please drop at least all of them. Okay, he gets all of them out. That's not so bad. That could have been a lot worse. Good job from NightMare. He almost lost 1, 2, or even 3 stalkers there. Oh, nice snipe on the Viking. NightMare, good blink micro here. ByuN is going to be getting ready potentially to move across the map. He does have Stim, combat shields, and +1 all coming online. I mean, Stim's been done for a while, but those are the 3 big ones that we always pair together. NightMare, though, he's not building a forge. He's adding on 2 more gateways and a Templar Archives. He's just going to go. He's going to go with a bunch of charge lots, Archon, and 3 Colossi with Templar Archive support. Ooh, and we've got a proxied 10th gateway. Interesting, because he could build a Warp Prism. Obviously, it'd be a rebuild, but it would be getting these reinforcements across the map much more quickly. And, of course, you then have the micro potential behind it. ByuN seems like he knows that something is up. Seems like he has sniffed this out somehow, because he has a very strong defensive setup. I wonder if this is the kind of thing that NightMare does to him often. Kind of feels that way. Still, with 3 Archons, a bunch of charge lots, and these Colossus, this could be very scary, but man, that is a really strong defensive position. NightMare can't go, right? He's going to try. Oh, man. This could go very poorly. NightMare sees this whole thing. You really can't, right? He's got to just be waiting for the move out. If he is, I actually like that very much. Oh, but he's going to go. He's going to pull the trigger. Colossus will get shelled by the siege tanks. But they're actually going to survive for a while. Zell's coming in from the back. Never mind. This is going to go very well for NightMare, I think. Siege tanks will get cleaned up. The Colossus still surviving, and there's no answer to them. ByuN is going to have to give it the position at the 3rd base. SCV's trying to pull into Colossus. Never a good time. NightMare kiting back with those big daddy Colossus, and he is going to smash through ByuN like it's nothing. Goes up 2-1. All right, here we go. Game number 4. Spawning up at the top right, it is NightMare in the red. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left of the Shopify Rebellion, it's ByuN in the blue. Man, I gotta say, like, that NightMare is just playing so damn well. Really had his Wheaties this morning. ByuN? I was worried he was going to 3-0 this series when we started things off, and you know, he just kind of crushed, absolutely crushed NightMare with the medevac micro, and then since then, it's been all NightMare. It's up to ByuN to turn things around here and see what he can get done. NightMare, though, yeah, like, he really playing well. Did a lot of things nicely with that one attack. The single Adept into the natural really served to distract the crap out of ByuN. Really seemed to weirdly fluster ByuN. A lot more than I expected. We didn't see Siege Tank fire on the Colossus after the Stalkers blinked away from them. Obviously, the Colossus, if the Siege Tanks can't deal with them, there was no Vikings, no nothing to deal with the Colossi. This time, NightMare gets the scout that it's a Marine, sees the CC, and gets away with the probe. So this is an even better start for NightMare. Only thing he would have loved to have seen in addition is, of course, seeing this reactor, but knowing that it's a Marine, well, he knows that his tech is not going to be easily scouted. Ooh, ByuN going for a second barracks. This is almost certainly, actually, no, it is 100% going to be a 3 racks. Only 2 SCVs on gas for a little bit there, or 1 SCV on gas for a little bit. Taking 2 off is what I was trying to say. Well, my brain got in the way. What is the tech going to be from NightMare? That's going to be a Twilight Council once again. Makes sense, and will be the best option against the 3 racks. If you think your opponent is going to open up 3 racks, you would almost certainly rather skip the Stargate and go for that Twilight Council. NightMare going to check. We'll see the Marines. Good job with the Adept movement. Making sure he doesn't get trapped there. ByuN setting a kind of mini ambush. Very mini. It's even generous to call it an ambush at all. Oh, where are we going with this probe? I was wondering if we might be setting up for DTs, and that's exactly what NightMare is doing. And against a 3 racks opener, that is very good because there is no Raven. However, this is also very good for ByuN. He finds the probe. Okay. Well, that's pretty solid. But yeah, the fact that it is no Raven, no starport, that's a bit of a problem for ByuN. Thank you very much, Fenzinator, for the Prime sub. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. NightMare going for a very quick blink behind this, which means he will not have a ton of money, ton of gas for DTs. He starts up a second shield battery at the natural, so he is very scared about this. Marines starting to cross the map in significant numbers. NightMare sees a lot of Marines here. And he's going to save the probe as well. Good job. Staying as long as he could have there. Interesting that there was no pylon made. We are going to see the DTs now just warping in and walking across the map from the other side. But there's a missile turret. ByuN, he knows what this could be. He knows what he could be up against. He's taking it very seriously. Now, DTs on the army could be valuable, but we do have scans saved. We actually have a lot of scans saved, so ByuN definitely has the scout on this. Battery overcharge is going to get popped and instantly taken down. Blink is not done, so the Stalkers are caught. Probe pull will get massacred, and we're going to game 5. That 3 racks just ran right at NightMare, and NightMare was not even a little bit ready for it. All right, here we go, sending an instant probe across the map. Spawning up at the top left, it is NightMare. In the red. Getting caught out completely and totally by the 3 racks. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right for the Shopify Rebellion, it's ByuN. In the blue. Now, this could just be for a very quick harassment probe, and I think that's what we're going to see. But you could theoretically go for a max backgate. Obviously, that's not what we're seeing. ByuN electing to put the barracks in the wall, even though it has to be built out of position. you can also see the best of 5 that I played, which I don't want to toot my own horn, but I had some monster plays in that best of 5. I was very proud of some of the plays I made. Oh, NightMare wants that SCV. He's not going to get it, though. Does get pulled up. Pulled up, pulled away. NightMare tried to, like, mineral walk through, I think, but I don't think he had the angle. It is going to be a Marine once again out of ByuN. With how successful the first 2 Reapers were, it's a little bit surprising that he doesn't. The Redacted on Solaris. I think this is the first time in this series ByuN has actually gotten the low ground command center set up the way he wanted to. Oh, and it worked for him. Game number 4, he's going back to it. It's going to be the 3 racks once more out of ByuN. Or is this going to be a fast 3rd CC? Yeah, it is. I think it is. I think he's going for a fast 3rd command center. We'll see in a moment, but yep, he's rallying over there to the corner. That's exactly what we're going to see. ByuN going ham with the eco in game number 5. Ooh, but what is NightMare doing? Is this going to be a 3-gate play? Yes, it is. This is going to be the Max Packs 3-gate, where you proxy the 2nd gateway, 3rd gateway at home, and then it's going to be a chrono boost on the cybernetics core with the next bit of energy. Should be, at least. There it is. Va-va-boom, bing, bang, boom. If ByuN doesn't build a bunker, he is dead. He will be completely unable to survive if he does not build a bunker. Basically, in the next, what, 15 seconds, I would say? This is a very strong punish. Oh. There's the bunker. Oh, is it going to be in time? It might be. It might actually be in time here. Warp gate is completing momentarily. Yeah. I think ByuN just gets the bunker up in time. I say just. It's like, it's got like a 10-second buffer, I think. It does take a little while for those gateways to actually transform. ByuN did finish up his 2nd barracks, 3rd one on the way. Okay, Adepts are still a problem here, because they can just shade by the bunker, of course. Ooh, ByuN spotted a couple of the Adepts. He sees 5. Okay, now he should know what this is. Oh, Adept shading through the wall. No depot raise right there. That's a big problem for ByuN. And he is going to lose quite a few SCVs. The depot does get closed at the natural this time. So the Adepts will not be able to escape through. Oh, the bunker actually just outfought. How many Stalkers did he just kill? He just killed 2 Stalkers just straight up. Okay. This was looking very dodgy for ByuN, but I think it is going to be more than fine. He's lost some workers, sure. And NightMare did tech out of it rather quickly with the robotics bay coming on in. And it's going to be a Warp Prism crossing the map as well. ByuN only just now has his factory finishing up. I'm not sure if the SCV that was building that got killed. I think it might have, because it feels like it should have been a little bit faster based on when it was started. Ooh, and it's going to be Colossus drop behind this. NightMare, is he just going to follow through on this with a big 2-base all-in? He very well might. ByuN, a little bit supply block to 61, but he's got a couple of depots finishing up, so it's actually not really... Might have just been one of those, like, very minor frictional supply blocks. NightMare able to pick off... that was like three Marines. Forces a big stim. Medevacs are still a ways away from completing, maybe like 30 or 40 seconds. Yeah, that's not bad at all. NightMare taking almost just shield damage. Only 1 Stalker actually has real damage. And the War Prism has 2 real damage as well. But now the Colossus is here. We've got 4 gateways coming online. It will be a 3rd Nexus now, but this feels This feels more like a backup Nexus. Not a fake Nexus, but definitely a backup Nexus. Not really a... Okay, that was a very ineffective drop. You never want to drop on Marauders. You're always looking for Marines or SCVs with this. That is how you actually get value with this. And speaking of which, he's going to be able to find one Marine. Got to be so careful. There's a lot of Marines right there. Oh, you can theoretically dodge projectiles, though. That is something. Ooh, and with this drop moving out as NightMare is moving across the map, NightMare might just kill him. If ByuN survives, he is going to make this a very messy game and can switch off a lot of gateways very quickly. He might even be able to deny extend thermal lance, but it is going to come at the cost of a lot. We do see a nice force field on the ramp. That will trap a couple of units on the low ground as well as the SCVs. NightMare does see where the siege tank is. Ooh, he's going to lose this command center potentially. There's the repair coming on in. Oh, do not lose that Colossus. ByuN could target it. He will potentially just kill it from the coincidental splash damage. Nice force fields on the ramp, really catching these units up. And the siege tank does finally go down. 20 probes versus 29 SCVs going down. Oh, man, it is hard to say who this is better for. NightMare may have to recall to his third Nexus. ByuN losing a lot of depots right here, but of course he's lost a lot of supply already. There are the depowers on most of the production. I think NightMare might have to recall to the natural. Oh, he does save the Colossus. Good job. But NightMare's lost so many workers, and ByuN is still on all three orbitals. Ooh, battery overcharge. He's got to pop it. Okay, he doesn't save the pylon. Oh, the Colossus was so close to getting out. If it gets out, he saves this easily, and he doesn't have to recall. But now... Oh, hang on. Did he lose the Colossus? No. He's flying back home with it. 22 kills on this Colossus and a wild base trade in game number 2. Nice interception on one of those medevacs. Oh, and he gets the other... Oh, my God. The War Prism Micro to chase this down. This game is completely bonkers. We will see pylons. I know it's something we expect, but correctly placed pylons to actually repower all of the production structures. It's something we don't always see from Protoss players. Not to call them out, but I've seen more than one occasion where they make that mistake. Oh, ByuN. Oh, no! That's a disaster for ByuN. He might just be dead now. He's got 4 Marauders, 2 tanks, and a Marine. Now, the only thing I will say... Oh, no, NightMare does know that this base is here. Okay, once he sees the tank... Oh, nice little spread from NightMare to mitigate that splash damage. He's just going to go on top of it. Second siege tank is on the high ground. It's in a good spot. NightMare is microing so well with these units. He is really staying mobile and never letting ByuN pin him down. Zealots are going to warp... Oh, no, Adepts are going to warp in. I don't know if those are going to do too much. They will take no extra damage from the siege tank or the Marauders, but they also don't do bonus damage to those units either. Repairs coming in on the siege tank. Sauger's barely able to take it down. Siege tank. Oh my God, the Colossus surviving on 1 HP with a War Prism. The War Prism juggling is beautiful. He finally loses one, but the other Colossus able to get the damage in the meantime. NightMare, what a clinic of micro. 1 HP Colossus stayed alive against like 7 Marauder shots before it finally went down. What an outstanding showing from NightMare here. Now I will... Oh, no, the base at the third is not even mining. I was going to say he should probably deal with that, but no, he doesn't need to. NightMare is going to start to probe up. He scouts the main. He knows... Okay, NightMare should just be looking at the third right now. He knows there's, like, no mining there. There it is. He is going to find... Or he knows there's no mining at the natural. And he knows that in the main base, there's not a whole lot going on either. Look at that. Oh, the stack up. Can NightMare target these 2 SCVs? You see the transfer to the natural. This Colossus drop gets to feast now. NightMare, he did not recall before, so he still has it available. Viking is going to be started up. I think he should just recall right this instant. Oh, but ByuN's going to leave an opening. NightMare is absolutely putting on a brilliant clinic of micro. Oh, no, no. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh. Oh, he gets the Marauder, gets the Marines. Oh, my God. The Colossus. 48 kills. It's got more kills than ByuN has supply. Now it's 49 to 49. Oh, my God. NightMare. The Colossus drop absolutely raining hellfire from above. Finally, another Viking hits the field and will push this back. NightMare, though, rebuilding the Nexus in the main base. 4 Stalkers warp in. He doesn't have Blink. He doesn't have a Twilight Council. That's a problem. But my God. Oh, he almost loses the Colossus. He keeps it alive. This is your commander. This is your commander-in-chief right here. You keep that Colossus alive under any and all circumstances. 50 kills even. NightMare, I really want to see him get a Templar or a Twilight Council at this point. God, the Adept Warpins actually really don't help him very much at all, do they? The thing is, ByuN is getting... well, actually, no. With the Mules, he's not getting outmined. Oh, no, no. Do not... Ugh, what are we doing with those Colossi? Oh, well, if he baits the Viking out and gets the kill, I mean, it's obviously worth it. Man, ByuN has had such a difficult time dealing with this, but he is still alive somehow. We do see a single drop coming into the main base. There are 3 Stalkers here. Blink just now starting. Oh, this is going to be a lot of dead probes. But the Adepts in the main, well, they're going to get pushed back and or cleaned up. Oh, that's a lot of dead Stalkers here. Looks like a recall. No, he didn't recall. He just walked back home. So many dead probes, and that is going to get ByuN right back into this game. 14 workers go down. NightMare. He definitely wants to start up this upgrade. Definitely wants to get that going as quickly as possible. DT Shrine on the way from NightMare. Oh, man, those 14 workers going down is really big. ByuN, though, finally establishing this third base for real. We will see these Adepts. For some reason, I was thinking they were Glaive Adepts. They're not. They're just regular Adepts. But look at how speedy that Prism is. It just outruns the Vikings so easily. NightMare able to get 5 SCVs on his side. Oh, no, no, do not attack in. That is a lot of tank Marauder here. As long as he stays out of range of the tanks, it's fine. ByuN, good defensive setup he just created for himself. And that counter drop was exactly what the Doctor ordered. But the DT Shrine, you know. Well, actually, hang on. ByuN, he does have a little bit of scan energy. Did he scout the Dark Shrine? No, he didn't. How does he know? I mean, I guess NightMare does like his DTs a little bit more than your average bear. And there is missile turret in the natural, missile turret in the third. No missile turret in the main. But these Vikings, oh, they are going to intercept. They will find this War Prism. Oh, nice spread right here on the DTs from NightMare. Can NightMare at least find... How many SCVs can he get? He gets 2. Better than nothing. But not amazing either. Considering how much NightMare was pulling ahead in this game, if he had transitioned, let's say, into Double Forge and had rebuilt the main Nexus, had added on this 4th base faster, he could have gotten so much more work done, and he could be so much further ahead. But he is still in a solid position right now. ByuN has finished up his 1-1. He's getting into a Ghost Academy, 4th command center on the way. It is worth noting as well that ByuN has heavily muled his main and natural. Like, his main is... Well, his main is basically gone. His natural is very low as well. It's going to be on 2 mineral patches in a moment. He really needs a new base. Whereas NightMare, because he had his main base killed and not the... I guess his 3rd and natural are also kind of low too. But ByuN's been behind in economy for a decent amount of time, and especially with that 4th base online for NightMare. It is a really nice lead for the Korean Protoss. Ghosts and Archon's going to be hitting the field at basically the same time right here. Scan will not catch the Archons. NightMare was on 6. Well, he was on 7 gateways for a while, but the one on the other side of the map got cleaned up, so now he's on 6. But he's getting up to a 7th and 8th once more. And it's also going to be Storm out of NightMare. This Observer, by the way, excellent vision. And it's going to see basically the exact timing of when ByuN wants to take this base. Look at all these SCVs long distance mining here. Oh, with +1 weapons, he's able to two-shot SCVs. Right. Even though there's +1 armor, because the attack upgrades scale better. NightMare, another War Prism on the right side. This time the Vikings are moving to deal with the main army. Planetary Fortress, once it gets set up, attacking up this ramp becomes kind of a pipe dream. Oh my goodness, the Vikings get back in position. NightMare going to be forced away. Good job by ByuN to anticipate that somehow. Not sure how, but he does. Now, second engineering bay, armory. He's going to start up his next set of upgrades. NightMare can go into double forge at this point. He's not. He should know that he's not going to crack his opponent. Add on that +3 attack. Oh, he's going to get +1 armor instead. I mean, it is a much faster upgrade than +3 attack, and it's a little bit cheaper. 100 versus 200. Okay, it is going to be a Stargate transition coming in from NightMare. He knows that ByuN is going to hunker down quite hard. Now, High Templar are available. They do have Storm. NightMare, will he add on the Fleet Beacon? He's got to, right? It's got to be Tempests. You're not going to go for Void Rays or Phoenixes. Especially not when you're getting that +1 air weapons. There's the... Man, I really like what NightMare's doing here. Third Stargate as well as the Observer speed. Ooh, Storm drop on the mineral line. Boom! Big storms right there. 9 SCVs go down. But it costs him all the High Templar and the War Prism. That was very expensive for NightMare. He also could potentially get caught teching. Now, this is where the +1 armor is the better option, is it will finish up much faster. Ooh, NightMare going to set up with a little Zealot flank. Storm flank as well, potentially. A lot of energy on these storms. Oh, the Zealot's going to come in for this round. Beautiful engage from NightMare. Storms will land on a lot of the bio, and ByuN gets absolutely smashed in the engagement by a brilliantly set up surround from NightMare. Oh my God. NightMare. Absolutely bananas. Zealots on the left, Zealots and High Templar on the right, main army coming down the ramp, and he just absolutely blasted ByuN right there. Truly a fantastic series from NightMare. One of the best I think I've ever seen him play, and I've seen some pretty damn good NightMare games. And if you enjoyed that one, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out the rest of the videos. We'll catch you on the flip side.